10 amazing facts about Mercury. Our solar system's innermost planet is pretty weird. Mercury covered with craters against the black backdrop of space. The planet is visible to the unaided eye and as such has long been known to humans. According to Universe Today, the Sumerians mentioned the planet as early as the 2nd millennium BC, and the Babylonians called it the planet Nabu. We know it by the name given by the Romans after their swift-footed messenger god Mercury. The planet was first observed through the newly invented telescope in 1630, won by astronomers Galileo Galilei and Thomas Harriot, according to NASA science. Since its first visit from NASA's Mariner 10 spacecraft in 1974, the little planet has intrigued scientists. It will no doubt continue to surprise us, especially after the Joint European Space Agency, ESA, and Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, mission Bepi Colombo arrives at the small planet in late 2025. Here are some amazing facts about Mercury. Number 10. Largest temperature fluctuations in the solar system. Even though Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, its surface can still be extremely cold, thanks to its lack of a heat-trapping atmosphere. The temperature during the day can reach a scorching 800 degrees Fahrenheit or 430 degrees Celsius, but at night, temperatures can plummet as low as minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 180 degrees Celsius, according to NASA. That fluctuation equals a temperature swing of about 1100 degrees Fahrenheit or 600 degrees Celsius, the largest of any planet in the solar system. Number 9. The smallest planet in the solar system. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. The dinky planet is approximately 3,030 miles or 4,876 kilometers in diameter, making it about as wide as the continental United States and only slightly bigger than Earth's moon. Saturn's moon Titan and Jupiter's moon Ganymede are both larger than Mercury. Pluto was long considered to be the smallest planet in the solar system, but after it was reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006, the award of the smallest planet has been bestowed upon Mercury. Number 8. Giant asteroid impact survivor. The most common topographic features on Mercury are the craters that cover much of its surface. Although lunar-like in general appearance, Mercurian craters show interesting differences when studied in detail. Mercury's surface gravity is more than twice that of the Moon, partly because of the great density of the planet's huge iron-sulfur core. The higher gravity tends to keep material ejected from a crater from traveling as far, only 65% of the distance that would be reached on the Moon. This may be one factor that contributes to the prominence on Mercury of secondary craters, those craters made by impact of the ejected material, as distinct from primary craters formed directly by asteroid or comet impacts. Number 7. A bizarre orbit. Mercury speeds around the Sun every 88 Earth days, hurtling along at nearly 29 miles or 47 kilometers per second, faster than any other planet in the solar system. According to NASA, Mercury's orbit is not only very fast but also highly elliptical. The planet gets as close as 29 million miles or 47 million kilometers to the Sun and as far as 42 million miles or 70 million kilometers from the Sun. Number 6. Surface ice located near poles. Despite Mercury's extreme heat, there is permanent ice at the planet's poles, according to data and images from NASA's Messenger probe, which orbited Mercury from 2011 to 2015. In 2012, NASA's Messenger spacecraft discovered water ice inside some of Mercury's craters. In 2017, it was confirmed that Mercury has much more ice strewn across its North Polar region than previously thought. The existence of ice had first been suggested in the 1990s when Earth-based telescopes detected highly reflective spots in the polar regions. Being so close to the Sun, you might find it strange that Mercury could harbor any surface ice at all. But the planet has very little axial tilt, meaning that the polar regions receive very little direct sunlight and some craters remain constantly in the dark. And Mercury has no atmosphere to speak of, so its temperatures rise and fall dramatically during the day and night, respectively. Number 5. Enormous iron core. Mercury has a huge metallic core, approximately 2,200 miles to 2,400 miles, roughly 3,600 to 3,800 kilometers wide, about 75 of the planet's diameter. To put things into perspective, Mercury's outer shell is only 300 miles to 400 miles, or 500 to 600 kilometers, 600 kilometers. The huge core has more iron in it than any other planet in the solar system. Scientists aren't exactly sure how it formed or why it's so outlandishly large. Number 4. Its entire surface has been mapped. NASA's MESSENGER probe, short for Mercury's surface, space environment, geochemistry, and ranging mission, orbited Mercury for more than 4 years and beamed back some amazing images of the closest planet to the Sun. Scientists used those images to create the first ever complete map of Mercury's surface. Number 3. The thinnest atmosphere in the solar system. Mercury's exosphere is incredibly thin. Mercury has the thinnest atmosphere of any planet in the solar system. The atmosphere is so thin that scientists have another name for it, an exosphere. Mercury's exosphere is composed mostly of oxygen, sodium, hydrogen, helium, and potassium, according to NASA. Number 2. Weird tails. Scientists have discovered that Mercury has streams of particles sloughing off its surface, much like a comet. Long exposure photographs taken by astrophotography on Earth can capture these curious tails, as detailed in an article from Earthscape. Scientists believe that the tails are produced when the sodium in Mercury's exosphere glows as a result of being excited by light from the Sun. Sunlight can also free these molecules from Mercury's surface and push them away into space, according to an article from NASA Science. Number 1. Magnetic tornadoes. Mercury's surface is covered in craters. Scientists are puzzled by Mercury's magnetic field. The planet appears to be too small to host a global magnetic field, yet it does. Though the magnetic field has only 1% the strength of Earth's, it can cause quite the commotion on the surface of Mercury in the form of magnetic tornadoes. According to NASA, when Mercury's magnetic field interacts with the solar wind, it sometimes generates magnetic tornadoes that channel fast, hot, solar wind plasma to the surface of the little planet. When the solar wind plasma hits the surface, it displaces neutrally charged atoms on the surface, sending the loops high into Mercury's atmosphere. What is your favorite fact? Please share it in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.